Hello, and my name is Maxwell Warren, and this is the TE 150 Global Learning Project in 2018, interaction number 1. So first going over, my roommate is named Tao, and he is from China, and talking about his education and how he felt about it, and just the overall how he felt about his education and what it was like. And the day today was in elementary school. It started around age 7. I got from him, like 7 or 6 maybe. I don't. And then it went from 8 to 3 p.m. with a 2-hour break. Uh, Middle school went from 7 to 9 p.m. with 2 2-hour breaks. And then high school went from 7 to 11 p.m. with 2 2-hour breaks, which is from an from an American background. It sounds kind of like a lot. And each day did have a 2-hour break, or 1 to 2 hours, or 1 to 2 2-hour breaks. And when I talked to him about what he was worried about in high school, uh, the main worry to him were his grades and his large test scores, or his exam scores. And then another thing that he kind of worried about was conflict, like some conflict in high school or with a few other students. But mostly for him, he more worried about his own grades and the scores that he would receive on his tests. And things he enjoyed, he said he enjoyed break time and time with friends, which he really pointed that out. And then he didn't really give a third one. And I said, try and say something only about high school. He kind of joked, and he was like, math, I guess, is the next one. So a little bit if he liked it, but uh, going forward, his big exams that he was worried about was, sorry for mispronouncing this, it is Zhongkao, an entrance exam for senior year in high school. That was one of the big exams that he was worried about in high school, and he had to study a lot for it. His parents kept on nagging him about his score and how well it would be received to get into an appropriate high school, and he said that there was a lot of big stressors about that one exam, and his parents made him stay up a few nights to study for it, not consecutively, but at least to make sure that he had time that he put forward to studying for the exam, and that his parents were very overbearing about the test score and how well he does in school overall. So a little bit more, and he said that was quite common for him and his fellow peers, that parents would be quite strict about test scores and learning. And then we shared a few pictures. Uh, and when I showed my pictures, it was, I don't have them with me. Uh, he said that it, from high school, inside of my high school, he said it seemed more fun, more like college, with more freedom, and you could do kind of what you wanted to learn, or you could learn what you wanted to do, and you could really try and express yourself more. And his pictures, one of the first things I noticed was the uniforms that they had, and it was a little bit of a lower quality school. It wasn't too terrible, and my high school wasn't so astounding or so amazing anyway. So, but it was a little bit of a lower quality location. But my main reaction from talking with Tao is that from my high school to his high school was theirs are more a little bit more extreme in that they want you to be very scheduled, very on top of everything. It's quite more strict there. A lot less freedoms in sometimes what you want to learn, and it's a lot more. There's a lot more stressors in exams and how well you need to do. Not saying that there's no stressors in American schooling. There is quite a lot of stressors about trying to get into a college or doing your own exams for each class, but for China, they put quite a load on the students that maybe they don't really know uh, why the exams are so big, and they have a lot more worry about how well school will be, or how well you need to do in school compared to just regular American schooling. And I believe that is all.